This is Natalie back at Natalie's Hoya Haven. I've been offline for quite a while, and I have a multitude of reasons why. I won't go into extreme detail. One of the reasons, we got a new puppy, and I'll insert picture here. And our new puppy's name is Jenny. She takes up a lot of our time, and we kind of forgot what it was like to have a puppy. And then in addition to that, she's a super crazy puppy, and just we can't leave her alone. It's like having a toddler. We cannot leave her alone for one moment. And I've barely had time to water my plants with her. Second reason being, I'm recovering from having 2 surgeries, due to go back to work in about a week. And so I've been recovering from that. And I did feel well enough today to go ahead and put out a small video. Wanted to make sure that you guys still tune in. Going to have a lot more good things coming. I've got a trip planned next week. I think I'm going to be bringing some additional Hoya into the home. But I did do a little bit of shopping yesterday, and I did purchase 2 plants from a private seller. So I thought, this will be like a little way to ease myself back into this and let you guys know why I haven't been on. I should be good to go from here on out, but life happens, and that's kind of what happened to me. So I'm going to fold this down because it's in the way. Let me show you what I got. And now these plants were from a private seller, and they were $10 each. So first of all, I got a cactus. And I did not know the name of this when I went and picked it up. I know I've wanted this type of cactus for a long time. I like the cactus that aren't real prickly. And this one I just love. It's got 5 little angles to it. But after I got it, I had to look it up. I still don't know the name offhand. I'll put it down below, which is the proper name. But they do call this the cuddly cactus. I don't know anything else about it other than it's called the cuddly cactus. I plan on doing some research on it. But the original price tag on the bottom was $19.97. So I did get it basically for half off. So that was the first plant that I bought. And the second plant that I bought is a plant that it's actually 2 plants in one. There's a Hoya here, and then coming out of it is a type of a fern. Now, I do not know the name of this type of fern. I've tried looking it up on my Google Lens. It's not coming up. If anyone has any ideas, please write to me. Let me know what type of fern it is. I'm not really big on ferns. I bought it for the Hoya, of course. And this looks to be, I want to say Bilobata, but more than likely it's probably Affinity Bretonnier. So, and I do have what was sold to me as a Bilobata. I do have one already. However, this one is much huger than the one I have. And if you hold on one moment, I'll go show you the one I already have for comparison purposes. All right, here is my Bilobata that was in my grow tent, and it was actually a lot smaller when I bought it. Spilling stuff all over. This, I do keep it in the grow tent. It seems to really enjoy it in there. You get beautiful sun stressing with a Bilobata or Affinity Bretonnier. And so even though this one is fuller, you can see the difference between one that is sun stressed and one that is not. This one was probably 1/4 of the size when I bought it, and I did pay $10 for it from a private seller at that time. So getting this one for $10 was definitely worth it, in my opinion. I can chop and prop it. Yeah, probably going to leave one sun-stressed, one not, because I really like both looks. And another thing I noticed with this plant, and this is something that I didn't realize. Like I said, I'm not really into ferns, but they had these little fuzzy things sticking out. And I thought it was caterpillar at first, and I tried to pull it. I'm like, what is this? And I think there's another one in here somewhere. But after doing some reading, I found that a lot of ferns have the fuzzy roots, the fuzzy aerial roots at the bottom. So I am going to be taking this one apart today. It is drenched. As a matter of fact, I just tilted it and got my pants wet. But it is a drenched plant. It's been obviously overwatered. And I've had a few leaves fall off. I want to see what the roots look like. And I want to separate the fern from the Hoya. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. And I have my dirt all ready. This is regular potting mix, and it's got perlite and pumice, leca balls. It has some cocoa chips, and then I also add mosquito bits, and I add some earthworm castings. So it's got all the good stuff in it. This is usually what I mix up for Hoyas, and it turns out pretty well. So it's kind of been my go-to mix from here on. So let's get started. Let's get our hands dirty. Okay, well, like I said, this plant was drenched. If this gives you any idea, I mean, I'm playing in mud here. So I'm going to be gone for a moment. I will come back, and what I'm going to be doing is cleaning up all of these roots, getting rid of my dirt, and also cleaning up my fern, which appears to be 2 little pieces. So I will be back. Okay, back again. If you've noticed that it's gotten a little bit darker in here, it's only been about maybe 15 minutes later, but we are getting a storm coming through. So luckily, it won't be anything too treacherous, but I got my roots washed. The Hoya roots did not look as bad as what I thought they would look. They are actually looking pretty good. There's a little bit of stringiness at the bottom, but I'm just wondering if she just like dumped water in it like right before I got there, because it doesn't look that bad. And all of them are about the same. They don't look that bad. So yeah, I think we're going to be okay. I am going to put that in the Hoya I'm going to put into the same pot that I got it in, since it was doing so well in that pot. And I did happen to notice, now I don't know if that red line was a clearance plant or not, but the original price on this was $14.98. And again, I'm assuming that the plant that was in there was the plant that was bought. I don't know. But I know the cactus one was right, because it actually did say the name of the cactus and the price and everything. And it fits in this just perfectly. So I know that came like that. So this one, I want to say it probably did, because who would put a fern with a Hoya together on their own? But so anyhow, I'm going to go do the fern first. And this did not have very much fern, just this. I mean, the roots, I don't know what fern roots are supposed to look like. They look awfully stringy, but when I pull on them, they don't come off. So I'm guessing that that's maybe the way fern roots are supposed to look. Got the little fuzzies on there as well. And it is starting to rain. Let's hope it doesn't do anything worse than that. And I'm going to go ahead and pot this up. I'm going to pot it in this small little container. I think that's really all it needs for right now. I only have one other fern that's also in the same type of container, which is this. And I'm going to sound really stupid. I don't remember what kind of, oh, bird's nest. It's bird's nest fern. So I'll have 2 ferns. All right, so let's get this one potted up. And I'm leaving these little fuzzy caterpillar-like things on top because that's how it was. So I just want to keep it the same way. I don't know enough about ferns. Okay, well, I messed up a little bit and I kind of buried those. So I just don't know what I'm doing with ferns. All right, I got another leaf fall off. We're just going to leave it like this, give it a good water, and hope for the best. So, and I got another leaf falling over here. Oh, heck, I'm just going to pull that one off. Just going to pull it off. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to treat this fern basically the same way I do with my bird's nest fern, is I'm going to water it frequently and keep it away from the light. I mean, strong light at least. So for right now, I'm going to put him over here. All right, now I am on to my Hoya. And here's what I have. A bunch of cleaned roots. I've got my container. And we're going to go ahead. I'm starting to wonder if I should use a smaller container. I'll be right back. I want to go take a look. Okay, I changed my mind again. I'm going to put it back in the container it came in. All right. I think I am going to save 2 of these out for future propagations just because I'm running out of room. To get most of the pieces back in the pot, I'm just going to have to kind of just give it some time to kind of settle in. Also going to have to hose it off. And then I've got 2 more little propagations. I will just go ahead and do those offline. And that's it for my video for today. So if you came back and watched my video, thank you very much. I will be putting out more videos, probably starting next week when I make my trip up into Michigan for some additional Hoya. Yay! So please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!